3.
Giving you the real from A to Z surrounding the Dallas Cowboys. News, updates, rumors, transactions, takes, and more. So strap up, Cowboys Nation, and start your day off with A to Z Sports. Live with Will Steele.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
People, welcome to A to Z Sports Live. We are streaming live on YouTube, and of course, I am your host, Will Skywalker Steele. Boom! Victory! Hey, it's a Victory Monday, and when you get a almost walk-off dub in Pittsburgh, Sunday Night Football, you damn skippy. We finna have a cookout, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeedy. Can't wait to drop that for you guys. Y'all know how we do. On a deserved Victory Monday, we hold the cookout. Who goes on the walk? Who's at the grown folk table? Who was omitted? We talk about it all on today's episode of the Skywalker Morning Show. What's good with your Bomb Squad? How we feeling after last night?
Bomb Squad!
I am still getting through it. This is about my third cup of coffee, but as you can tell, I got a little bit of energy, so I'm going to try to take this energy and exude it here through this by osmosis, right? I want you guys to feel this energy by osmosis. Touch the screen, feel the screen, so we can have a good show this morning. Because after that dub, you can't take me down. Not happening. We knew this was going to be a tough one. We knew they were going to fight it out in Pittsburgh. Down a bunch of players. Lost a couple more players in there. And the Cowboys escaped with a 20-17 victory. How did it happen, though? Let's go see how it happened, ladies and gentlemen. In the drive of the game, in my opinion, was obviously the game-winning drive. How did it start off? They said, look, 4-minute offense. We are milking this thing. Rico Dowdle said, cool, let me run the rock. And Rico picks up 8 yards right here to move the chains. He was really good for you in this game all around, over 100+ yards. Shouts out to Rico Dowdle. 2nd and long, you got to get something here. So let's go to 88 on a hitch route, picks up 9 yards, makes it 3rd and short. Zeke, it's your time to shine, baby. 3rd and 1. You got to have it. I don't know, Jim. Did it? Yeah. Oh, he gets it. Barely. But he got it, ladies and gentlemen. 1st down. We move the chains. We're going back to Rico Dowdle. Look what he does to 41. Peyton Wilson. Whoop! Oh, my Lord Jesus. I got to run that back one time for the one time. One time for the one time. This is how you drive, Rico. This is... Whoop! 8 yards again. For Rico Dowdle, moves the chains, and let's see what we got here. All right, this one, a key play, 3rd and long, 34, 33-yard line. Got to get this 1st down or at least get closer. They come out in this bunch set, which they did a lot. We're going to talk about this throughout the week. And who do you go to? Freaky Deaky Ferg. Turns upfield, gets the yak, gets the 1st down, and the very next play. Who's that? Who's that peeking in my window? Pow! It's Hunter Lipke. It's a Bison. Boop, 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 boop. Down to the 4-yard line. We're going back to Hunter, right? When you get a fullback, halfback, H-back, tight end back screen, you're going back to Hunter Lipke. No. We got Dak Prescott in the RPO situation. Nothing is there. Dak Prescott's going to take off. Boy, them legs are slow as hell. We get to the 1-inch yard line. Now we're going back to Hunter Lipke, right? We're going back to Hunter Lipke, or at least a quarterback sneak. No, we handed to Rico. Now fumble! Get on the board, Dak! Oh, my God. My heart went crazy on this play, ladies and gentlemen. Great play, by the way, by the defender here. Great play by the defender, but Rico, just follow the Bison into the end zone and you got a touchdown, man. That's not your game, Rico. 4th down. Dak with the clutch recovery. Can he be clutch? And they gotta have it moment. Don't let TJ Watt kill this play, cuzzo. He does it. Somebody get open. They do. Jaylen Tolbert. Touchdown. I'm going crazy at Canvas Sports and Social on this play, ladies and gentlemen. What an unbelievable catch. Jaylen Tolbert, a good throw. Dak Prescott, a gutsy performance by Tolbert, who was almost out on this play. A career-defining play, a career day for Jaylen Tolbert. He went, dare I say, nuts? Yeah, he went nuts on that play and was almost out because, as Tyler Smith said, sprained his nuts. You can't make this up, man. The Cowboys walk away with the victory, 20-17. And I must say, that score sounds very familiar. That scenario sounds very familiar here.
I'm look, if it's going to be close and you have an opportunity for, I'm with you, man.
You do have the better quarterback.
You've got to go, and you got to go make it count. And I think he'll make it count. And this could be one of those situations where I don't want to say it's a turning point because you know who he is as a quarterback. He's a Pro Bowl quarterback, second MVP. He is who he is. But maybe, just maybe, this could be something for those other guys. Maybe it's a young guy that makes a play. Maybe it's a Flournoy, Tolbert, Brooks that makes a big play to give them confidence, and he'll feed them that confidence post game. So I'm a flip it. I do think it's going to be a strain on both. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring barn burner of a game or anything.
I agree with
like
that guy.
But I do think you're talking about the game is somewhere like 13 to 17. Dak goes down, gets the game-winning touchdown, 20-17 on the road, and it's a huge statement game. And I think that's kind of what needs to happen for these boys. This is a statement game to me. If they win, I don't think it's a statement game if they lose. I think they probably are favored to lose, but it's a statement if they win this game, given what's going out there. So I got 2017 Dallas.
Boy, I don't know who that man is, man, but show got that thing right there. Man, ladies and gentlemen, what an unbelievable finish. A roller coaster ride. The fumble almost took me out. The entire drive almost took me out. I went through a roller coaster of emotions in that game, but they got the victory. I figured it would be a tough one. That's a really good defense on that side of the ball. Your Sunday night, you're down a bunch of players, made a bunch of mistakes, and you were able to come through on the back of Jaylen Tolbert, who had a career day, and that's why Jaylen Tolbert is my Specs Key Club player of the game. Specs, your one-stop shop for unbeatable selections of beer, wine, and finer foods. Become a Key Club member. You'll gain points for purchases to get access to offers like the Key Club member discount, in-store special events, birthday gifts, exclusive VIP events, and access to limited release products, and much, much more. Y'all know how Specs gets down. You can download the app. They can deliver it to you, or you can go to the store and celebrate. Now, I couldn't celebrate like I wanted to at Canvas, but you can celebrate when you get home by going to Specs. Cheers to you. Cheers to savings. This was a defining moment to me. 10 targets, 7 receptions, 1 touchdown, a 48-yard long play earlier in the game, and obviously that touchdown was the game-winning touchdown. We're going to have a conversation. We talked about it when Brandon Cooks went out. This was a chance for the Cowboys to look towards the future. Even if Brandon Cooks or when Brandon Cooks returns, this was a chance. This was a chance for these young wide receivers to make a statement and pronounce themselves here moving forward, even when Brandon Cooks returns. And I think Jaylen Tolbert did just that. He did just that. I felt like his arrow has been pointing up since the second half of the Ravens game. And, we talked about how the leash started off pretty long. We'll give them to the bye week, and it was getting shorter and shorter after the first few weeks. But ever since that second half in Baltimore, I feel like Tolbert has just stepped up to the plate. Another 70% catch day, 7 receptions, 10 targets, just always in the right spot. When it comes to those kind of hitch routes, hook routes, curl routes, he's making contested catches. None better than the game-winning touchdown at the end there in the goal line, where the Cowboys struggled. Don't get it twisted. We're going to have a good time and celebrate here, but there's some things we'll talk about they got to clean up. They lost some players, but it was a gutsy, ugly dub. I think different, though, than the previous week. I think different because I think this team is better. I think playing in their stadium is tougher, and I think that defense is better. And it played out that way a little bit, but they got the victory. So, shouts out to Jaylen Tolbert on a career-defining moment right there. With that said, you guys can call into the show, by the way, 351-999-3787. Let's just get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the cookout. What y'all pull it up with? We got a big fella at the cookout, at the grown folk table at the very least. There has to be a Debo at some point. I think I'm gonna stick to this, by the way. Who was the Debo on defense today? For me, was LeVar Joseph. Right. LeVar Joseph probably can't swag, sir, but that's okay, man. We don't need him to. We need LeVar Joseph to man the middle of the defense, clog up the middle, make things tough on opposing run games. He did that. Not only did he do that, but he also contributed to a sack fumble that should have been recovered early in that game. So got to give big fella LeVar Joseph some love here. But let's be real, man. For me, I wanted to make this a small grown folk table because you're two young players, and Rico is a veteran young player, stepped up to the plate. We talked about hero ball a lot this week. I don't like hero ball, but sometimes you got to put a cape on. But I don't like that you have to do that all game. So who's going to step up? Defense stepped up for the most part. Yes, they gave up the touchdown to go down, but I mean, you can't expect them all game to be perfect, right? Rico Dowdle delivered in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Over 100 total yards. His vision looked much improved in this game, especially between the tackles. We showed that play against Peyton Willis towards the end of the game. Scored a great touchdown on a pass play. That's the difference between him and the guys you have active each week, is that Rico Dowdle, you can run out on these routes. I think he's the best screen guy you have. He's the better weapon out the backfield. We understand, in my opinion, he's your better all-around back. I know there's going to be discourse about the whole Ezekiel Elliott thing. Again, he may serve a purpose, but maybe they don't even believe he serves that anymore, because why the hell wasn't he in for the second week on the goal line? Strange. Very strange. I don't think he hurdles right there, but we'll see how they move forward with that. This one, though, is about Rico Dowdle and his, I would say, best game of his career. I understand we can look at the Giants game last year at the crib with more yards and more pop plays, but against a top rush defense, 20 carries for 82 yards may not seem like this huge output, but that's what you need. You need the run game to provide some type of consistency and efficiency, so it's not all on the backs of this passing offense, which still threw the ball over 40 times. But shouts out to one Rico Dowdle, and of course Jaylen Tolbert, who's our specs key player of the game. Just a career-defining game for Jaylen Tolbert. We broke it all down there. I think this is going to be huge for the confidence of him, for the confidence of the coaching staff, his quarterback. I think the ascension of Jaylen Tolbert as wide receiver 2 is here. I do believe that. I don't think it's hyperbolic. I don't think I'm overreacting. Brandon Cooks is out for 4 weeks. Even before then, he was dealing with knee issues. Tolbert's younger, healthier, and I think he's on the up and up. So shouts out to Tolbert. Who's on this walk, though? We got a lot of folks on this walk. I want to talk about each and every one of them, obviously. Hey, Freaky Ferg. I feel like anytime I have Freaky Ferg on one of these things, I just got to hit him with a...
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She's 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is
I don't know if it's Freaky Ferg. Hey, man. He might have not have had this huge game in this one, but Jake Ferguson came up with some clutch plays for you against a team who had been minimizing tight ends throughout the season so far. And look, we knew he was going to be asked to help out and chip a lot, and he did that. And he did the best he could throughout this game. And then I know on that last game-winning drive, I thought he got a chip, but it looks like it was TJ Watt who did the chip, but he did enough. Ferg did enough to get in the way. Still, Cuzzo, he was getting his ass whooped in this game, but he held on tight at the end there, and they were able to keep TJ Watt off Dak, and Dak was able to deliver a great ball, and Tolbert was able to make a clutch catch. So got to bring Freaky Ferg on the walk. You know, he don't mind partaking in the events, ladies and gentlemen. That's Freaky Ferg. He don't mind partaking. Ferg might be mixed. I don't know. He just might be mixed. Kevontae Turpin, not a huge second half, but in the beginning of that game, I loved how they were using Turp. I joked, but they kind of did it. Hey, man, use Turp like you were supposed to use Brandon Cooks. You ain't see Turp running a whole bunch of those stop routes and getting targeted. You saw Turp getting downfield. You saw Turp with the orbit motion. By the way, I think we bullied Coach Mike McCarthy into a lot of that. We'll break that down. A lot more motion, at snap stuff, creative stuff you saw in this game. So that was huge and exciting to see. I cannot wait to go break it all down. So hat tip to Mike McCarthy for bringing that on the road and bringing it out early. It looked like there was a purpose early. Granted, it didn't finish the drive, but it looked more purposeful in what they were doing. And that involved Kevontae Turpin. Lots of orbit motion for Kevontae Turpin. Lots of motion, period. Got him downfield. I talk about a lot, and I want to bring you by here. I talk about a lot with Cooks at the top of his routes. He can stutter and use his speed acceleration. Well, obviously, they weren't using him that way. Turp did that. Turp was able to get to the top of his route, hit him with a stutter, get open downfield. Dak delivers a great ball down the seam for a big play. And Kevontae Turpin, adds to this game. So shouts out to Kevontae Turpin. J. Lou, I didn't peep till after the post-game show what happened with George Pickens, who got shut down in this game. Talked about love the matchup. Didn't think George Pickens was going to be a big factor here. Jordan Lewis, man, again, continues to be a dog. I don't know. Last year, lots of people were trying to throw him off the cliff. I thought he played good ball, especially coming off of the injury he had. And when he was talking about how this defense fit him better, you can see it, man. Jordan Lewis is probably one of your more consistent guys that have been available from week 1 to week 5. And he was just a dog in that game. Austin found out, right? Austin found out down there in the red zone. Pickens found out. And then after the game, J. Lou said they need a receiver in Pittsburgh. George Pickens ain't. Shouts out to J. Lou. He's like a walk Hall of Famer. Mike Zimmer. I mean, anytime you're down two of your best defensive players, one of the best in the league, and a steady veteran in D-Law, and you're able to go out there and I think put on a pretty damn good performance, shut down the run game, which again, it was a hot take, but probably shouldn't have been. I just didn't really believe in the Pittsburgh Steelers run game. They was going to run a whole lot, but they were never really good at it. Even without Micah and D-Law, I thought they would play sound ball under Zim, and they did that. I thought the rush containment lanes were really good. I thought everybody felt very well. They made Najee Harris earn every bit of that 3 yards per carry. Nobody had a rush over 8 yards in this game, and no running back had a rush over 7. So you're talking Najee with a 6-yard gain was his longest. Shamklin had a 5-yard gain his longest, and Ward had a 7-yard gain his longest. Najee Harris finished with 42 yards. They finished averaging 3.5 yards on the ground. Fantastic game by Overshown and Kendricks, playing sound ball. And, man, each week, Maris Leofow, just keeps popping, man. That kid is so fun to watch. The more he plays, I think the more comfortable he gets. The future with Leah Fowl and Overshown just looks bright. And then old Dak. We got to bring Dak on a walk here and pass him the festivities because he needed to take a few of those hits in the middle of the game because, boy, you was doing some crazy out there, Dak. I understand. I said I wanted you to put the cape on to be Superman, but I also said the pregame show, hey, don't let it overcome you. And that's what happened, I think, a few different times. Early in the game, I thought we should have challenged the catch to Brooks. Gets up at the line of scrimmage. We go hurry up for no damn reason. And instead of running the ball, we get a grounding. Now we back it up. The first interception, I don't know what was going on. Mike McCarthy said there was a miscommunication. You can see Lamb on the sideline say jump ball there. Yeah, he didn't throw a jump ball. He throws a back shoulder fade. Just an ugly interception towards the end. And then you got greedy. Put that cape on. Nothing was really there. Dump it off. You got greedy for the second pick. But when you have to go down there and win the game, 4-minute offense, you need a touchdown. I need you to put the cape on. I think he went 5 for 7 in that drive, 50-something yards, and obviously the game-winning touchdown. That's how you drive when we need a drive. You put us there, you got to get us out of it. So those are my guys I'm bringing on the walk. Who we bringing on the walk, Cowboys Nation? Who got weapons of mass destruction? Who got weapons of mass destruction? Who y'all bringing on the walk, man? Overshown almost had a pick, says Jay. Yeah, Overshown said, next time I'm finishing that thing. Next time I'm finishing that thing. Wanye Thomas. Well, he can't go on the walk, but man, they dropped like 3 picks in that game, didn't they? Malik dropped one. Overshown dropped one. I feel like there was another one that was close to. Tyrus Wheat. Yeah, I can't wait to go back and see the film because Wheat got a half a sack, I think, in that game. And once Marshawn Nealon went down, Wheat was going to have to play more, and I didn't really see a drop off per se. So shouts out to Tyrus Wheat. I wonder. I can't wait to go back and see how he did via the run game. I think that was huge. Osa, that's a good one. Osa Digizua. Yeah. And let me talk about this because I just saw Tyler Smith get thrown out there. So 2 injuries, big injuries to our rookies. Marshawn Nealon carted off, doesn't look good. They signed KJ Henry. They might have to sign somebody else. The Cowboys are literally down their top 4 defensive ends. Micah Parsons out, D. Law's out, Sam Williams, Marshawn Nealon. That's talk about being snake bitten on the injury front. That's tough to overcome, man. But again, you got to alter your perspective a little bit moving forward. Those guys are going to be available all season. Obviously, a couple of them may not be available for the rest of the season. You won't see D-Law for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. You get Micah back. That's huge, but probably got to alter your outlook on that position. And then Tyler Guyton, who was having a rough one out there. Man, shoot, man. Nick Herbig, I ain't on Nick. Look, they was without Alex Highsmith, and I'm like, that's a dub for the Cowboys. Nick Herbig, I thought he was pretty solid, when you watch him, but damn it, we made Nick Herbig look him big. He was just crushing our tackles, including Tyler Smith a few times. Had him in a damn blender. Then Nick goes out and things settle down a bit. But when you're asked to play, you're playing guard for a whole year. He didn't play tackle at all last year, and then you got to shift out, which I was surprised. I thought they were going to put Austin Richards. I'll give him a workman-like walk. It wasn't all clean, but it worked, right? And in the run game, again, this is what makes TJ Watt so damn good. There was a play where Tyler pulled, and TJ Watt just gets underneath and grabs Rico Dowdle. And you can see Tyler Smith's like, dang, we haven't been great on these pulls in general, but hopefully that gets cleaned up. I do wonder, we'll have this conversation. Are they going to keep him out there? Are they going to keep Tyler Smith out there? I think so. I think they should. I don't know if Awesome's ready for that, but we'll see. You have a capable guard, swing guard in TJ Bass, who started a bunch. it's probably your O-line moving forward, the left side, until Tyler Guyton gets back. And I don't know, man. We might have to have a Tyler Guyton conversation. I still believe you probably should play the young man through, but if he's out there hindered, let him sit and get well, because it was a bit rough. And go back and watch. I didn't watch all the snaps again. You got to watch the 65, not the 5. But it felt like it was a rough outing for the young man. But we'll see. So those are the two huge injuries, and we'll see how the Cowboys move forward with it. Something to keep an eye on. I do feel like, though, for Jaylen, you got to go back to the well, go sign somebody, hit a practice squad, make a trade, whatever you got to do. Look, the orphans, as Rob would call them, they stepped up in this game. It was exciting to see them play some sound ball, but that doesn't mean you really want to roll out there for the next 12 weeks or whatever. But you'll get Micah back, but you're not going to get a couple of these dudes back the rest of the season and another one for at least a couple months. So go out there and grab another orphan. They've clearly shown they don't want to go out and make a significant move, but go out and grab another guy. Need bodies. Bodies. You're running out. These injuries are getting crazy. It's getting crazy, man. But there you go, Cowboys Nation. My kind of just fast-paced breakdown of what happened yesterday. But Victory Mondays are about y'all. So let's hit these phone lines and let's talk to the people, Cowboys Nation, the Bomb Squad, and see what you guys have to say about yesterday's game. Let's get to 361 West Texas. What's goody?
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's going, man. I'm trying to keep this energy up before it all hits me and I just pass out here.
Yeah, I know, man. I seen you. Well, I was gonna say last night, but this morning. But you know what? I just want to talk about the defense, and I hate to say it, but when you look at the defense, I expected the performance they had this morning, because I know D-Law is out, I know Mike is out, but Zim, his scheme is about contain, and all these guys, his guys play disciplined. So I expected them to contain, to set the edge like they're supposed to, and then when they do that and stop the run, now Zim can get into his bag with some of these disguises with third down and things of that nature. So, you know, I really hope when Micah comes back, he sees what took place. And I don't know what the issue is with him or D-Law, but I hope they see when they come back.
What do you mean?
To make sure, hey, let me just do my assignment, and then I get to have fun on third down.
I think you're speaking in an echo chamber, man. Micah Parsons has been playing a lot of contain this year. D-Law takes more risk jumping inside the B gap than anybody, but I still rather have D-Law out there to play the run than not have him out there. But I think we're kind of just speaking through an echo chamber. Micah, and look, I know you're going to look at the Ravens game, and we're going to talk about him and D-Law on the defensive ends playing scrape technique, but dude, he's played a ton. He has the second most run stops for a defensive end in the National Football League going into this week. So I don't think you guys are correct on that. I think he was playing contain, hence why you see the sacks going down. So we got to pick a struggle. Do you guys want him to do his job, play contain, play upfield, and let guys make plays, or do you guys want him to just fly up and get the plays in the backfield and sacks and stuff like that? So we got to pick a struggle, man. To say he has not been doing that.
Contain over the sacks.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he's been doing though. But you're not going to make a ton of plays in that manner. So I think people are upset because he's not making plays, he's not getting sacks, but he's playing contain. Do I agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want Micah playing contain.
I ain't worried about
if we're going to ask Micah Parsons just to play contain, put his ass at linebacker so he can make plays. I don't like Micah Parsons just playing contain. He's a playmaker.
That is what I would love.
Yeah.
See, that is the only issue I have with the way Zim's doing things. Put Micah at linebacker, let him roam, let one of these other guys set the edge. That is really what would help the team. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But then, as far as the sacks, Zim can dial up whatever to get sacks as far as scheme-wise.
I don't know.
But
I don't know anymore because them things ain't coming as much as they were before. But that's what happens when you're without
but we
your
don't
guys.
have the same players either, you know. But we got 3 sacks this morning. That was, you know. But, hey, we did our job. And that defense gives him his flowers, man. I know you do, but I mean, you know, I think we as a fan base give him his flowers.
One more. Last week, you know, Mike and D-Law played last week, right?
Yeah. No, you're right.
And then you know how much? Do you know how much yards they had on the ground?
I think 20 something
1.1 yards per carry. 1.1.
You're right.
So I mean, they obviously had to do their job. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I just want to see more of that. So we'll see what happens when he comes back. But this was a good game. And yeah, look forward to what they got. But I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Good call. Twan, I'm surprised Twan is calling in here, man. What's going on, bro?
No, Sky, you not surprised?
I'm very surprised, man. I don't know what's going on with you. Confusing me, dog. Are you in? You out? You're not watching? You're rooting for him? You're not rooting for him? Where we at?
Listen, I'm still out the car. But like I told you, we going to go on a run, and there was no need to stress about when we lost to the Ravens when I called in 2 weeks ago. I told you that.
Sir, you told me you're rooting against this team.
No. I did not say that.
Yes, you did. I'll pull it up. I'll go find it. You said that.
I said I'm out the car.
No, you said I'm rooting against them. That was your words. So, but you keep calling in here after we get these dubs and trying to. So what's up, bro? You rooting for your squad, or you just out of here?
Move forward,
oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we gonna move forward. Okay.
Like I said, I am still out the car, but I also said, Cowboys fans, don't worry. After we lost to the Ravens, we will go on a run. We beat the Giants, and we beat the Steelers, which I knew would be a rough game. 100 Grand called it, said we would lose. 100 Grand called it and said we would win by 3. It was a muddy game. It was ugly. Dak came through. He almost lost us the game, but he ended up winning us the game. I like what Mike McCarthy was doing as far as play calling. A lot of motion, a lot of orbit motion. He mixed it up a little bit. The defense, man, I gotta.
Yeah, you're right, man. But I just not feeling it, brother. I'm sorry, Twan. I'm trying, but when you say I'm rooting against this and you coming in here like this, brother, I can't, bro. I just can't, Twan. I need more time.
I never said.
I need more time, Twan.
I swear to you by God, I never said I'm rooting against the Cowboys.
You did.
I just said I'm out the car.
You didn't say that.
You feel me? That's all.
But I feel you, bro.
At the same time, I definitely think we can win one at the crib next week, depending on how it goes. And then the rest, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, Twan.
The Cowboys start cowboying. And honestly, Jaylen Tolbert, he had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
Great game, really stepped up. Overshown had a great game. The whole defense, salute to them. Rico Dowdle.
Hey, look,
I was off of him.
Yeah, man, I feel you, Twan. Appreciate you, big dog. Let's keep it moving, man. Yeah, I just can't. I'm just not feeling that, man. I can't. I just one day, hey, we ain't really do nothing off season. I ain't really feeling how we moving. Yeah, I don't feel good about this. You said you was rooting against us, big dog. And then you coming in here and lying about it. I can't, bro. That's weird movement to me, man. Kevin, what's good, Kevin?
What's going on, Scott? How you doing today, brother?
What's up with you? I'm good.
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Got a W. So I can't be too mad about it. Can't be too mad about it at all. But what I wanted to come in here and say is I'm actually happy that things went the way it went with the injuries and everything, because it makes us a stronger team. Everybody got to play now.
Wow.
Hello?
Yeah, I was shocked by you happy the injuries. I just.
Well, it's not like happy, like, oh, yeah, he got hurt. Yes. Not like that. More like, okay, now we got to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, now the guys that we was iffy about, the defensive the edges, the running backs, the wide receivers, like Tolbert, he showed out last night.
He career game, man. I mean,
yeah, and hopefully he can take that and run with it for the rest of the season. Maybe Dak can trust him a little bit more to give him the ball in the end zone, or give him the ball when there's like a 3rd and 10 and we need a first down. So that's how I'm looking at it. At least that's how I looked at it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I said, like, my perspective or outlook on, and I'm always a week-to-week guy anyway, but when you suffered injuries, I feel like you do have to alter your outlook, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm kind of with you. It's like, all right, now it's more so about Well, let's see who can step up to the plate, and that really kind of gets me going a little bit because we know what most of these veterans are. But who's the young buck that's going to be, next in line to be a core four or a core part of this offense? Tolbert, that was the one, right? That was the guy that stepped up. We said this was the young, wild, and free moment for these young receivers, and it's not just in Pittsburgh, right? It's not just Pittsburgh. We got more games because Brandon Cooks, which I didn't say anything today, but I said pregame show, he's out. He's on the IR for 4 weeks, and I do think he will be the wide receiver 2 moving forward. I don't think it's an overreaction. For what Mike McCarthy wants to do with these wide receivers, you're better off doing it with him than Brandon Cooks, right? All those kind of stop routes, comeback routes, hooks, hitches.
Exactly.
He's the guy type of guy you want to go to. Him, Brooks, Flournoy, those are the type of dudes. So yeah.
And one last question before I get off of here. Where do you think we go from here as far as like Mike McCarthy and like his scheme and like his mindset into the offense from here on, now that we have like injuries on the line and at the receivers position?
I think he's going to, continue to be what he is. He'll have to adapt, but if it's Tyler Smith out there, I don't know that he has to shrink the playbook or anything. I think he probably was thinking about things with the rookie in there. I think he just by process of experience, he has confidence in Tyler Smith and TJ Bass. So I don't think the playbook shrinks. I hope we continue to incorporate more of the purposeful motion. And, once you guys go back and watch the tape, but you don't even really got to, if you go back and watch some of the broadcast view, you'll see some of that exit motion, that push motion, that jet motion at snap had an impact. Like it moved linebackers and it created space for windows. So yeah, I think he'll continue to hopefully add to that. And I don't think the playbook will shrink. My hope is that it grows. So, yesterday it was not Foots, it was Jesse who was like, he ain't Freaky Mike just yet. He's still Michael McCarthy. But let's see if he can get back to the Freaky Mike, man.
Yeah. All right, appreciate you, Scott. I'm gonna check out that all-22 now.
Yes, sir. Salute. Let's keep it moving. Let's get the Jack real quick. What's good with you, Jack?
Scott,
what's happening?
how you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. What's on your mind?
I have a family, everybody fine. Appreciate you for letting me in your crib.
Yes, sir. What you got?
Now, with all the pleasantries out the way, on the low, that's the offensive line we need right there, bro. They was moving people. They was busting them. Man, listen, I saw so many pancakes and them people getting up out them people's way. I was like, here it is. That was comfortable. Time still, still need a little work, but he had his hands full tonight. But that ugly win, we needed that ugly win. That's a character win. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, stop sounding so sad. Y'all sound like we just lost.
Wait a minute now. Wait. Is that's happening? Listen, I'm all for bringing perspective to things, 100%. But at the end of the day, we fans, right? If you can't be excited, at least in the moment, when you win in almost walk-off fashion like that, all hope is lost for you, bro. This isn't some season-changing victory. It's not a Super Bowl or playoff victory. But at the end of the day, we fans, right? And when you win in that manner, game-winning drive, fourth down, almost fumble, how does the fan not come out of you, man? But you're right. I've seen people, Cowboy fans, say, "Oh, it was bad team, beat a bad team, blah 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 blah." Like if you can't be excited about that, at least in the moment, right? I'm not saying you got to overreact. Then what's the point? Why engage? Why watch? Why care? Just hang it up, because that was an exciting finish to that game, man.
Man, that game was so exciting. And the box score ain't going to tell you how bad we really beat them people. Like, the score ain't going to tell you that. We almost had 500 yards on that Pittsburgh defense. The offense, okay, they barely got 200. But that means you did something right. Be excited about that. You overcame your mistakes early. You shot yourself in the foot 3 times, almost 4. But you had the ingenuity, you had the gumption and the ball to say, hey, we're not losing today. Despite CD not getting as in the game, but they was rolling coverages his way, everybody stepped up. Fergie stepped up. Everybody that we asked for to step up in the offseason stepped up today. Tolbert stepped up. Turpin stepped up. Dowdle stepped up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that we needed to step up stepped up. Our defense stepped up. And most of all, our coaches stepped up today. Well, last night. Our coaches stepped up. They heard the noise. That got them people in and out that huddle. We had 4 drives of 14 or more plays in this game, bro. That's consistency.
Well, what I'll say to that though is you did all that and only really scored 2 touchdowns. So that they have to be better in the red zone. Because 14 play drives don't mean nothing if you ain't scoring the tutties. And that's something they'll go back to the drawing board and gotta get better. They have not been good in the red zone this year. Hopefully that's the next step, because last year is very similar start to the season. Last year they were horrendous in the red zone. So we'll see if they can improve.
But I only say that because we had the turnover. If we don't have the turnovers, we in the end zone, bro. You know, the first interception.
I don't know if we in the end zone, but we get points. We get points. You know, I don't think we're still. We get down to the red zone and we're struggling, bro. We kind of glitched. We don't. And here's the problem. I think the reason why you can't run the ball. Like, you can't run the ball down there. If you can't run the ball down there, you lose play action. Teams know you're not going to do it, and you drop back. They drop back 7, and now you got to try to throw in these windows in the red zone. So we got to find a red zone run game for sure. Just keep it in the bean with you, Jack.
Yeah, no. Hey, you know, it's 100 with us, man. You know what I'm saying? I always love that perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always going to ride for us. Good, bad, wrong, right, and different. I talk to us about it when we get in the car on the way back to where we going. But until then, if ain't nobody got you, Jack got you, and we ride. You hear me?
My guy. Appreciate you, Jack. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be things in this game you're excited about coming out of here. Defense stepping up, finishing in the clutch, Jaylen Tolbert. But then obviously there's things that you're like, man, that we can't do that, and or we have to get better here. And the we can't do that is turn the ball over in the red zone. Like, you got to know. We talked about with TJ Watt. There's no way you in your heart of hearts you think that Terrence Steele is going to be able to block TJ Watt one-on-one for 4 seconds. So if you know that we're going to get motion out, we're not going to chip, right? We're motioning out Jake Ferguson. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, that thing got to come out. Nobody was open. Oh, the hell well. Throw it out. Throw it out the end zone. Not only did which, you know, I don't even blame Terrence on that one. Terrence was getting his ass whooped a lot in this game. But that one, if Dak just literally steps up, he probably gets sacked by Herbig, but he made him run the hoop. If he's making you run the hoop, you can't drift at the top of the hoop. And you definitely can't just hold the rock. So Herbig, he did a little weird thing where he got free too, but that one there to me is on Dak. Get rid of the ball. It's 3rd down. Nothing's open. Get the 3 points. The other one, can't have it, was whatever that weird communication was. I don't know what was going on. I know Broader said, and it did look this way, they had a late substitution. I think he was trying to get BB, and when I saw the 22, I'm like, damn, hike it, you know? He didn't hike it. I don't know if there was an offsides with TJ Watt. I don't even think Dak saw that. Maybe he might have in his peripheral. He's just looking at CD, and they're just not on the same page. Ugly pick. Can't have that. I think those are uncharacteristic situations, so I don't really see that happening throughout the year, but you can't have those things. But going back to the red zone, it's been a struggle down there. They have to figure, that's the next thing they got to figure out is we need a red zone offense. You need to run the ball. Just flat out, you have to be able to run the ball down there or get into some type of play action situation down there where at the very least you get these linebackers stepping up, get a guy behind them for a tutty. But we're struggling in the red zone right now, man. We're struggling. Hunter Lipke on goal line. I thought they were going to do it, man, but they didn't. They did not. Whew, Daryl from Fort Worth, not Dallas. Good morning, sir.
Hey.
I ain't heard from you in a minute, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm okay, man. I have to tell you, I was beat down from my loss in San Francisco last season. Now, I'm still a Cowboy fan, but my enthusiasm was down. So, but I just want to call in today because a couple of things. One, the offensive line change when Guyton went out. That's the line I wanted to see since the beginning of the season.
Tyler Smith out there?
Yeah, hit me tackle. Give me who was it? Bass that went to guard.
Yes, sir.
I thought that would be a better line than Guyton out there. And so let me ask you: Did that prove to be a better line?
I have to go watch it extensively. I didn't get a chance to fully do that just quite yet. I was able to watch a couple drives and obviously clip some things up, but I want to go watch extensively and see. But if it kind of felt like they were running a bit better. I do know on I think it was a deep play to Tolbert, either Tolbert or I think it was to Tolbert. I kind of tweeted this out. When your tackles hold up, and it was Terrence Steele and it was Tyler Smith, Terrence dirted TJ Watt on the right side, and Tyler Smith was handling whoever was there on the left side. Dak was able to sit comfy in the pocket, boom, and he hits Jaylen Tolbert down the sideline for like 48 yards. I think that was the play. So, I mean, I have a lot more confidence down in, down out with that. I'm with you. Because I just Guyton's been rough. It is what it is. He's going to go through his ups and downs. You obviously have more confidence in a Tyler Smith out there. He got whooped a few times too, but it's Tyler Smith. It's an all-pro who's played left tackle, left guard, the left side. I think everybody would have more confidence in him out there. But I do wish Tyler Guyton a speedy recovery. I don't want him to be hurt, and this is the reason why we're doing it.
Oh no, I agree. I didn't want him to be hurt either, but I just Dallas has this tendency sometimes not to want to play the best 5 players. They have a tendency to have who they want to play versus the best 5 sometimes on the offensive line over the years. So I think that's your best 5. Yeah, Guyton may grow into something, but he's just not it to me this year.
I mean, it's for me, Daryl, I came into the whole thing saying Tyler Guyton was a 2025 type of pick for me. But he'll be better in week 12 than he was in week 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. But that's still the outlook for me. You're going to go through these struggles with him because he came in raw. He's playing left tackle for the first time in a while. He's only had 13 starts in college. He's raw with his technique, his hands. You see him kind of fall into those bad habits. That's just what you were going to have to expect. Did I get caught up in the hoopla in camp? I probably did. But the season definitely is humbled. Probably him too, but I believe in the kid. I think he'll be fine as the years and off seasons go along. But yeah, this year, Smith is probably a better left tackle. Not even probably, he will be a better left tackle.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing is, let's go Lemke. Give Lemke the ball more. Put the ball in Lemke's hand more. I think we'll be more successful as an offense when we do that, even handing him the ball. So, and he's been, to me, since the beginning. He made that one bone, that's what he do, fumble at the goal line some games ago, and they haven't had faith in him since running the ball. But he hit the hole. He just fumbled the ball. Come on now.
Yeah, he's clearly a part of his offense. I was kind of joking in the when I did the breakdown, not the breakdown. It was just kind of like a highlight of the final play. Hunter Lipke, when he's in there with a minute left or whatever it was, 50-something seconds left over the other guys, that's how you know he's important to this offense. His snaps, he's out snapping Ezekiel Elliott. He is a versatile part of this offense, and hopefully they continue to get him the rock because put the ball in his hands in the air, he's making plays. But I'm with you. A couple more runs, even if it's just 4 or 5 runs. I'd like to see it.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got for the show, man. I appreciate your work, and I was still a Cowboys fan and excited, but man, I just wasn't as emotional about being emotionally invested because I got angry with the way I think our coaches coach sometimes,
Brother,
And
you did the right thing. If you know you ain't feeling it, then you ain't gonna be invested. Don't watch or don't. I feel you. Like if you ain't if you want to go through that, why put yourself through it? I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean?
All right, brother. Take care. Have a good one.
Salute.
All right, peace.
I'm trying to bring up this play. Yeah, let's see. I think this is the play. Uh-oh. Did I lose the music? What about this one? Hold on. Yeah, I did a little bit. So I just wanted to bring up this play. I was talking about the pass to Jaylen Tolbert down the sideline. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse. Probably not. Let's see here. Jaylen Tolbert's at the top of the screen. But this was the play where I think Tyler Smith is at left tackle here. And your tackles are singled up. This is one-on-one, right? There's no help. Hunter Lipke's not helping Terrence Steele. He's got to win on this 3rd and 4. This is 3rd and 4, by the way. 2-minute offense towards the end of the half. Take a look at Terrence Steele. This is his best block, I think, on TJ Watt in this game. And then at the top of the screen right here is Tyler Smith just locking down whoever that is. And Dak fits it right there for a big play to Jaylen Tolbert. We can look at the end zone view. And it's a better view of Tyler Smith and Terrence Steele holding up out here. I mean, that's look, you gotta take that one. Terrence got to take this one and be like, look, man, I'm holding on to this because TJ was whooping. And we knew TJ was going to whoop. It's still, at the end of the day, TJ freaking Watt. And how many times did we say you cannot leave TJ Watt 1-on-1 without any help out there, period. As I was watching him the first 4 weeks or whatever it was, majority of the time when he's 1-on-1, he's winning. Hell, he split the damn double team with Zach Martin and Terrence Steele on the first pass play of the game or whatever it was. So, I mean, it's TJ Watt we talking about. I mean, so you just have to, week 1, it was survive 95. Week 5, it was don't get shocked by TJ Watt. And damn it, they did. You know, for the one play, they did. He got the sack fumble, but other than that, he wasn't able to wreck the game per se, but he's still TJ Watt, man. He's still TJ Watt. Truth only says Steele's better tackle than Guyton. I would probably agree with that. Maybe he's not as talented, like the ceiling at is as high, but I don't think he's been worse than Tyler this year. Tyler hasn't been good. You can say Terrence hasn't been good, but I think he's been better than Tyler. And you got to figure that out there. Maybe you keep Tyler Smith out there. Let's get another caller up in here. Let's get Marco from Charlotte as I try to figure out what's going on with my damn music. What's good, Marco?
What's going on, Scott? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Can y'all hear that background?
Good.
Go ahead, man. You good.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, I was gonna say, Scott, number 4, he got to be better, man. I wasn't happy with. I was happy with the game results, but I'm just saying he had. I think this.
Oh, it wasn't his best game at all.
Actually. Yeah, I think it should have been a blowout win. And I think
I didn't think it was going to be a blowout win at all. That's why I predicted 20-17.
I felt like as the game was going, I think we had them like they couldn't do anything. I thought our defense played excellent, which makes another point for me. Yeah, I think Parsons should have even been. I mean, we could probably, when Parsons come back, I think we could play him at linebacker, outside linebacker. To me, I feel like I feel. You do?
Yep. I mean, if that's how, if they're going to ask him to do what they're asking him to do, yeah, I'd much rather him be moved around like they said they were going to do. But yeah, that's just me.
Hey, Scott, for the last 2 years, they've been saying they're going to move this guy. And Scott got one more problem with Malik Hooker, man. How is he letting that dude from what's the name outrun him? The dude like 6'5". How is he outrunning you? I just don't understand, man.
Who you talking about?
Well, on that one play where number 80 or the big tight end from Miami, I guess from Florida or whoever he's from, it was almost a one-hand touchdown or on a I think he ran like a post on Hooker, but he was behind Hooker. I'm asking Hooker, how are you this slow? Or are you not reading things?
Who?
I'm just not happy with Hooker.
I don't recall a play you're talking about, man. What number? What number on Steelers?
Hooker.
What number on the Steelers?
Number 80, the tight end, 80. The big guy. when he got behind him for like he missed the catch, but I'm saying
he was right there with him. That play bothered you? The play that bothered me is dropping the damn interception. I mean, Malik Hooker was glued to Washington, but Washington's a tower. He's 6'7".
Hey, Hook, Scott, I'm saying, how did he get behind? How does this guy? He's slow as dirt. How does he get behind you? I just don't understand without safeties, man. I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to we could talk about the bad plays for sure, but that play, that's the one. And you ain't talking about the drop pick. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he should have caught that other one last week with Diggs, Scott, with Diggs on Lakers. I thought he should have caught. But I think Ford got to play better, brother, and I like our offensive line without what's his name out there, Guyton out there. He needs a little bit more work. And I appreciate you, Scott. I'm gonna listen to the rest of the show, bro.
All right, man. Salute. Yeah, not his best game, and he'll tell you that, right? Like Dak will 100% tell you that. But when you need him, I need you to come through. We talk about this a whole lot. All right, look, you might have had a bad game, whomever, any player. But when it's time to step up to the plate and go win the game, can you go do that? And he did that against a good defense. So I don't think you'll see this. This is not who he is as a player. So this is more of an anomaly than it is who he is. So I'm not really tripping about it. But yeah, it wasn't a good game for him at all. Now, if he does this consecutively 3-4 weeks in a row or something like that, yeah, there's a problem. But he's been playing good ball throughout the season, not turning it over. But this game, I think he was glitching a bit, trying to play hero ball. I know I said I wanted you to be a hero, but I ain't want that to overtake common sense out there. So I'm not tripping about it, man. That could be fine. What you saw at the end of the game is more who he is this year than what you saw in between the game. So I'm not tripping at all, man. Still trying to figure out this damn music. But 972, what it is, what it do? $972, you live, man.
How you doing?
Oh, this is Mark. What's up, bro? I never heard you call in.
First time caller. Surprise, I'm here.
First time. You heavy in the chat. Appreciate you calling in. What's on your mind, though?
I was just going to say, man, I think Chris Collinsworth said late in the game that we stopped with the zone run. Did you notice that?
I think I heard it. It's tough for me to really hear. But we're not a zone run team, though. So we don't even – I don't know what you're talking about. we don't even run zone. We run a bunch of power and duo for the most part. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's why I was confused about that. Anyways.
But, yeah, he did say that.
Wanted to call in. Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate your work, and go Cowboys.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Mark. Continue to rock and represent the chat, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Bye-bye.
Let's get 804. What's good with you, 804? 804, you live.
My bad, brother. I had you on mute.
It's all good. I get it. All good.
Heard, bro. Hey, man, first of all, let me just give you a quick salute, man. You nailed that score prediction, brother.
That was fun. That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. But real quick, man, my thing is I still have an issue with McCarthy play calling, bro. His situational play calling is atrocious. Like certain instances, bro, like on 3rd and 1, why are you lining up a shotgun? I don't get it, man. I just don't understand it, man. Put your fullback in there. Either give it to the fullback or let him lead block, and give it to your running back.
What are you talking? Are you talking about like earlier in the game?
Yeah, he frustrated me, man.
I think that was, if I have to be honest, I'll get on Mike. I feel like that was Dak though. You're talking about when they rushed up to the line of scrimmage and we threw the ball, play action. I think that was more. Yeah, I think that's more on Dak. Unless you want him to say, "Hey, we're not. Hey, no, you're not throwing here. We're running the ball." But I think that was more Dak getting to the line of scrimmage, trying to catch them off guard than it was McCarthy. I thought, and again, I'm gonna go back and watch it. I felt like there was more purposeful motion in this game, more usage of Turpin. I want to say there was some creative things they were doing from a bunch formation, tight condensed stuff with the routes. I feel like this was a better game. The score is not going to indicate it. The better game between the 20s, a much better game between the 20s. I think the next step is trying to figure out the red zone offense. I don't think we're kind of looking like we looked last year in the red zone to start off. We don't have any running game down there. Teams know it. They're playing vision defense, and it's tough. Nobody's getting open down there. But between the 20s, I think this might have been his best game.
No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying, bro. Sorry.
That was it. I just think between the 20s, this was his best game. Just without me watching, just kind of watching. Right. But I'm gonna go back, skimming through. I'm gonna go back and watch the full thing. Felt like it was his best one.
Hey, look, I was half asleep, so I wasn't on my usual A game as far as analyzing.
No, it could be frustrating when you see stuff like that happening. Some game management situations, but again, I didn't feel egregious in this game with him. Now, the challenge earlier, that was weird to me. Not challenging Brooks and challenging the fumble. I was like, what are we doing here? But just sticking to straight, like calling plays and the actual plan and whatnot, felt better. Just initial watching, it felt better.
Yeah, and my thing with the running game, you got to have more creativity with it too, though.
Oh yeah, that didn't change. Well, it's still very much what we are, but again, I don't think he's going to ever have he's not going to do it. That's going to be up to like Solari and probably Shoddy and somebody. McCarthy don't give a damn about the run game. He just cares about the number. If he wants to hit a number, I think it's up to Solari and Shoddy to probably give him some type of run game plan that's better than what we got.
Right. And last thing, I kind of want to say this, and I like Brandon Cook, but yeah, bro, sit his ass on the bench.
Say it. Oh, damn! You said bench him. Oh my God, bench him. Hey man,
relegate,
look.
Either relegate. Look, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, Scott. Hold on.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
Listen, I like what I see from Turpin, and I damn sure like what I see from Jalen.
That's fair,
That's
dog.
all I'm gonna say.
Hey, look. I was joking, but a couple weeks ago I said if all you're gonna do is run Cooks on stop routes, comebacks, curls, and all that stuff the whole game, then yeah, I was like bench his ass. But I wasn't serious. But damn it, if that's all you're gonna do, I mean, look how they was using Terp, and look how Tolbert stepped up. So
all over the
that's how you got to use Turpin, though, man. Like, I don't know why it took Brandon Cooks to get hurt to figure out, okay, maybe we should use Turpin on the damn move. But it is what it is.
When you got a weapon with that kind of speed, bro, you got to utilize it.
Right.
And Jalen, hey, look, hold on, though. As much as we get on Jalen was getting open, though, bro.
Listen, I ain't getting Jalen. I ain't been getting on Jalen since the second half of that Ravens game. Jalen been fine, and his arrow's been pointing up. Now Jalen Brooks, he had a rough couple games, but Jaylen Tolbert, when they throw him the rock, he's catching it 70-75% of the time. So he's doing his damn job. Is he a best blocker? No, but as a receiver, he's stepping up. In this game right here, I think solidified him as a guy that Dak already trusted him, but now you part of, hey man, let's actually work to get him the rock.
Exactly, bro. Hey, look, I'm gonna leave you with this. That Tyler Smith comment was hilarious.
He's a wild boy. He said, man, he sprained his nuts. I mean, hey. I ain't never heard that before. Wow. I ain't never heard that. And to go out like that, I thought he was really hurt and come back in and make that play, man. That just adds more to like Jaylen Tolbert. I hope they gave him the ball to keep that. That's a defining moment right there for his career. Young career.
Oh, yeah, man. But look, that's it for me, bro. Keep up the great work, man.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
I'm right up.
Yeah, man. What a defining moment for Tolbert. I'm just looking at this Turpin play. Oh, boy, I don't know if there's a quarterback that throws this seam better than that. And I'm trying. Let me see if I can bring this up. This is what I mean by utilizing. Can I bring it up? Yeah. At the top of these routes, this second gear that he can hit, you don't run Turpin on stop routes. You get Turpin on the move right there. That second, nobody can really run with him. If I'm even, I'm leaving. And Dak sees this hole here, triangle, puts it right. I mean, that's a hell of a goddamn throw. But yeah, man, more Turpin down the field for me, Cowboys Nation. More Turpin on the over routes. They did at the end of the game, or in the fourth quarter, they did a kind of a jet motion with probably the most meaningful motion I've seen Lamb run. And he did run it over, so give them kudos for that. It wasn't there, though. They were playing, I think, a cover 3, and it was like 2-3 guys just right on Lamb, just waiting for him to throw that rock. And he tried to go to Tolbert. Got too greedy in that one. Dump it off. But Turpin, continue. Orbit motion, put all that type of stuff. It worked in this game for the most part. Like I said, you saw situations where it was either that exit motion or it was a sprint jet motion, and at the snap, you moving the linebackers. That's the type of stuff. You don't believe me? Listen to Luke Kuechly. You tired of fans talking about it? You tired of Cowboys being middling or bottom of the league in it? Listen to Luke Kuechly and how tough it is to deal with that by a Hall of Fame, one of the greatest middle linebackers to play this damn sport. He talks about how tough it is to deal with it. That's why it should be incorporated in game plans and every single week. That should be a part of your offense without even second guessing, period. All right, let's get a couple more up in here, man. 210, good morning.
Hello, yo, Scott.
Yes, sir, you live.
Hey, I had a couple things, man. We were just talking about this the other week before the Giants game. It's crazy how it took Brandon Cooks to get hurt for them to throw that seam route to Turpin and stuff.
Crazy.
That's how they should use Cooks. Then again, I don't know if you saw this when they was having the delay. You saw like the little video where Zeke couldn't really lift up his shoulder, put on his shoulder pads.
Yeah,
so I don't know if that's something.
Yeah, in the
maybe Dalvin Cook.
The pregame show. So I was getting a lot of DMs and getting tagged about it, and I had looked over to Jesse because we watched it, and it looked like at first I thought he was just grabbing his shoulder to grab the Band-Aid. So I'm like, I mean, I don't know, maybe we're reaching here, but it's like, oh nah, if that Band-Aid's there, he likely got a shot. And I'm like, interesting. And he would know, right? He's been in those locker rooms. So if he got a shot to deal with something in his shoulder, they haven't reported anything. I'm not sure why. So if he's a bit banged up in that manner, he's already limited as is at this stage in his career. But if he's banged up, why are we running him out here? Let him get healthy, and then you use him. But I'm very interested next week to see if they call up Dalvin Cook, because again, Rico has always been okay. I could put him a part of this committee, this backfield. I don't want to give Rico 20 carries a game because Rico and he breaks down too. So he needs a running mate. They're not using Zeke in that manner. They clearly don't believe he's that guy. Deuce Vaughn, he's down, right? He's not coming back up. Hunter Lipke, they're using him to do everything. So he's not going to be a guy that's going to get those 8-9 touches. It has to be next up, Dalvin Cook. So Dalvin Cook, come on down. If you ain't going to use the other dudes, let's see if we can get him the 8 to 10 touches mixed in with those 10 to 12 touches for Rico Dowdle, because you're going to need somebody to take the weight off of Rico throughout the season. He's not going to be able to touch the ball 23, 25 times a game. He's clearly shown he'll wear down in that manner.
Now, I agree with you, Scott. Also, another thing, before I get off, because I know you got hella calls, hey, I got to give props to Mike Zimmer, man. With all the injuries, man, I got to give props to him.
No doubt about it, man. We took Mike on a walk. I mean, look, it wasn't a perfect day, but I think it was a damn good one. Even if the Cowboys didn't finish that one, yeah, do you knock a little points off for the defense giving up what would have been a game-losing touchdown? Maybe, but I thought they fought their asses off. They dealt with adversity well. They rushed. I thought they played rush containment well. Great run defense. They just got caught slipping on one or two plays. But other than that, I thought Mike Zimmer got these boys ready to play.
Nah, facts. Appreciate you, Scott. I ain't going to hold you too long, man. Appreciate you.
No problem, man. Thanks for the call. How we feeling about that, though, Cowboys Nation? Suge said it's Dalvin time. Look, man, I'm not here to do this Zeke discourse thing. I'm just going to give you the facts of the matter of how they feel. His snaps are decreasing. He's not being utilized in the red zone anymore. 2 games in a row, he's not getting the ball down at the goal line. He can't play special teams. Rico's a better pass catcher out the backfield. Zeke is clearly not a part of this thing. I don't know why. I honestly don't care. Find somebody else. That's it, Rico? I meant to say Zeke's not a part of this thing. Find somebody else that can at least be a part of a duo/committee approach. I know how I feel about that. We don't got a special back in the backfield that we're going to give the ball 20 to 25 times a game like that. No, sir, Bobski. Love what Rico Dowdle did in this game. I do believe he can be a solid back that serves a purpose in a duo/committee approach. But much like last year, well, you need to combat that, right? You need to complement that. I don't think we had a complimentary backfield last year. I don't think we have a complimentary backfield this year. I don't know if Cooks is that guy. I would like to find out. I would like to find out if Dalvin Cooks is that guy, because right now we don't have a 1-2 punch. We don't have a one workhorse special back, and we don't have a true legitimate committee that they're committing to. So, Dalvin, come on down. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, man. Glenn said, I love Zeke, but let's get Dalvin there. However, keep Zeke active. I don't know if you can keep him active, bro. You can't have 3 backs active that don't play special teams. That means 4 backs are active. And they've tried that with Deuce Vaughn. They said that's enough of that. Sit his ass down. If he's not going to play, it's the point. It's the point of having him up. How weird would that be, though? Why is Zeke here? No goal line, no threat as a runner or receiver. That's what befuddles me. I did believe, hey, he could serve a purpose as your goal line back. I think he has a nose for the end zone. Short yardage, just don't toss it to him. I don't know why you're tossing it to him on the outside. Just get the ball at the middle, find some green, and get the first. But they're not even using him in that capacity, man. They rush him out there in the game-winning drive, send him on a Texas. What the hell are we sending Zeke on a Texas route for? I don't know what confusion or what. Dak throws him the ball, he ducks. Let's just, come on. If there's no true purpose for his role, then get somebody else that can try to find a true purpose for his role. He's just here at this moment. And I don't even blame him. They the one that signed him. And they ain't using him for what he can do here. That's goal. He's a goal line guy. He ain't a 20 carry guy. He ain't going to juke you out your shoes. He's going to fall forward. He's going to get you tough yards and everything like that. But he ain't a compliment to this backfield. There is no compliment in this backfield. It's redundant backfield. So they got to figure this thing out moving forward. Let's get some more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get them all. We'll get them all here. We're on Victory Monday. 857, what's up?
What's going on, Skywalker?
What's up with you, man?
Nothing, man. Grand rising to you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
And then pulled it off. Ain't rather had a great game. Pulled it off. Like I said, wasn't the prettiest, but we did the damn thing. How they say, we did the damn thing.
We finished it, man. When you're going in down like you were, both sides of the ball, yeah, you just got to get up out of there over these next few weeks. Just get up out of there, get healthy, and then let's recalibrate and see what's up then. But right now, you just got to get up out of here healthy and with these victories. We can't keep losing, guys.
For sure. Nah, but I was definitely happy about that, and got to get ready for next week's game. The Lions are a very formidable opponent. We do know them very well.
Yeah.
But we will see. It's gonna be great. But I was very ecstatic to see if we pulled it off and win. That was a very close game, and kudos to Dak, man. Dak was a warrior for that ball. You know what I'm saying? He was our savior. End of the day, he really did. Yeah. He saved that game, and Jaylen Tolbert was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it was a rough one for him. I mean, the crazy thing is, again, we talk about offensive linemen. Hey, graded 65, not the 5. For sure. 41 of these, 42. Okay, so 42 attempts, 36 of them, he fine. But those 3 boneheaded plays, holding the ball, and then the pick, the deep pick is whatever. But the pick to in the red zone, yeah, you can't do that, and he doesn't normally do that. And it will overshadow a very efficient game. But you can't have those. But obviously saved himself by going down there and getting the game-winning touchdown. So that definitely makes you feel a lot better because I don't expect it. Maybe a lot of people in here do expect Dak to go out there and turn the ball over 3 times a game. I don't expect that to happen, man. So I expect more of what we saw at the end of the game.
Hey, they say the same thing about NFL's darling Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that defense puts it together, brother.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That's all about.
To keep it a bean, that was a very much a Patrick Mahomes-esque game this year. If you've been watching Patrick Mahomes,
right?
That boy been turning the ball over left and right, and then when it's time to go win the game or time to end the game, Pat does it. So it was very much a Patty type of game in 2024. Sure.
That's what leadership does, brother. You know what I'm saying? Leadership just it's like a spirit. You know what I'm saying? It carries them all. It carries the whole team. Like that whole team is ready to gut by all behind you. But the defense did hold together. I was so ecstatic, and like I said, we're gonna get ready for next Sunday's game.
Man. Tough game. Let's find a way.
Game. But always good chopping it up with you, big brother. And I'll definitely be on the line. I'll definitely I'm always in the chat, brother. So
thank you, man.
You know,
good stuff.
Like I said, and as we always say, how about them Cowboys, brother?
How about them, baby? How about them?
All right, brother.
I was definitely. You as well. That was definitely one of those games where you could feel good about saying it. Again, look, I'm not saying we Super Bowl contenders. I'm not saying that's a season-saving game or anything like that. But, man, when you win like that, in almost a walk-off fashion, game-winning tutty to one of your young receivers you drafted, you got to feel good in the moment. And I still feel like we're in the moment. We not even 24 hours. Excuse me. So, yeah, I feel good with things that they obviously have to work on, but they are dropping like flies. It's the one thing that concerns me more than anything is that they are dropping like flies. Lock that one up. All right, one more caller I'm not familiar with, and we're going to get some of our more premium folk. I believe this caller is out of across the pond somewhere, across the country, because I'm not sure of this number. But what's good?
Yeah, in Australia.
Woo! All the way in Australia. Shouts out to you.
I'm from the States, though.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, you don't sound like a mate.
Nah, but I'm out here. But, man, I just wanted, first time caller, long time listener, man. I just wanted to say, for starters, man, thanks for, doing what you do, man, for the whole community, for the Cowboys, man, just being consistent. I know I could count on you every day to,
thank you, brother.
Come with it and, speak the real.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I wanted to say, that game was, that was football I grew up watching. I'm not no old head or nothing, but that was a good 90s style slobber knocker, dog. Like that was, bro. Even the faces on the coaches, like they was real live playing chess with each other, man. Like it was really, and I want to give McCarthy some props. I'm not no super footballologist, but just from my eyes, like McCarthy was pulling out some tricks in the bag, and I think if he can keep that. If he can keep that mindset, we could still be dangerous because if you really look at it, even though we don't got a lot of superstar names, we got a lot of little pieces, man, that we can, if we remained creative and kind of youthful with the way we call these plays, man, we could have a nice spurt within the season where ain't nobody figured us out yet, a good 6-game run where we haven't been figured out yet, and that can benefit us, man. I don't think it's over, and I also think Dak need to punch CeeDee Lamb in the mouth one good time in the locker room, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you becoming a liability. Because man, he a lot, and it's always like that with the 88s, man. Throughout my life, I've seen the 88s at times be like more of a hindrance, even though they're like the top players. Their attitude, man. He's spoiled. And Dak is like the most humble dude you're gonna meet, man. You ain't got no reason to be really, even if he did mess up. Look what happened at the end. You don't know that's what he do by now. He gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? So I think he got to get stolen in the mouth by somebody on the team and calm it down because this ain't been his strongest season, and he just got paid, so he need to chill out. That's just how I see it.
I hear you, brother, and I'll be fair. During the Ravens game, I'm with you. Somebody probably should have. Hey, dog, you got to chill the hell out because you ain't doing shit right now. But in this game, if we're talking about what he said on the sideline where he was like, jump ball forward, jump ball, I got you. I don't really care. I don't think that was anything. I don't know what's happening, obviously, in the huddles or, what's happening in the locker room. But, yeah.
You saw that's what he said?
Yeah. So when they slowed it down, he said jump ball forward, jump ball. He wasn't like
fair enough.
Yeah, I think, and he's right. Just throw up the jump ball if you're going to throw it that way. That's what was befuddling to me, and why I think McCarthy said it was miscommunication. He's throwing the back shoulder. 88's running. I don't know what that. I don't know what that is. A fade or whatever. And then I don't know if he thought it was an off. I don't know. Just a bad play. It is what it is. But yeah, man. Look, all these top guys have a little bit.
He need to get shoved though. He need a shove though.
But all these guys got a little bit of diva to them. What I don't want it to do is let it get to you during the game. And we saw that happen against the Ravens. And I will say this. There's a bunch of things that this offense needs to figure out, right, as we move forward. And it ain't going to be easy dealing with these injuries. But the two most glaring things to me, red zone offense and what the hell is happening in the second half with CeeDee Lamb and Dak. Like, there is no connection in the second half. And for the second game in a row, given an opportunity to get closer or close it out, it's everybody else that's stepping up that he's going to. And that's how it should be, right? Like, everybody should step up. But in the Ravens, you claw back in there not because you went to 88. The Steelers, you win that game not because you went to 88. So something is weird in the second halves, and they got to figure that out.
I like that too, though.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I like it in the sense of,
I don't mind it because everybody's stepping up.
That's Dak punching him in the mouth. That's Dak showing him, look, bro, like, I'm going to get this done regardless. All of this, like, attitude. Because, to be honest, man, right. He's been doing that sideline pouty face stuff since he started.
Yeah, he got that diva crybaby stuff to him, and without a doubt.
But that's not good, bro.
No.
That's not good when we sitting here.
It's not.
We sitting there getting whooped, dog, and everybody is fighting and putting their life on the line out there, and he's sitting there standing away or halfway doing routes, bro. We don't need that, man. You the top dog. You gotta show a little bit more character, is how I see it. And in conclusion, I'm gonna get out your way, man. I just wanted to say two things. One thing is I want to say all y'all who want to jump ship, I just want y'all to realize, man, appreciate y'all looking at history right now with Dak and these teams, man, because in 5 years, 10 years, when they retire and you see these documentaries about Dak, you're going to be looking at these moments we see every Sunday, man. So appreciate it while you in it. And I also want to say I like that the Cowboys are the underdogs. We never knew how to handle being on streaks of success. We only know how to handle when we got something to prove. And I think if we got to still win, but I think we can find that nice balance of never quite being the overdog. I think we're going to be all right.
The favorite. Yeah, you might be onto something because I don't know how they're favorite in the next 4 weeks. I can't really see it.
And we could win these games. We could beat Detroit. We could beat Atlanta. Like, it's not a whole lot of games. I'm pessimistic.
Now, look, again, might go into those games not the favorite, and I think that absolutely is fine. And I would agree with Vegas or whatever. That makes sense. On paper, these teams are probably better than you are at this moment. But you got to go out there and play, right? And you got to go have that us against the world mentality, and they did that last night, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
Thanks a lot. Save me. Lock me in, Willie Ways, all right?
Let me see. Hold tight. Let me get you in because if you hang up, I can't. You said Willie Ways?
Yeah, WAZE, man. I'm an MC. I'm one of the nicest. Right. But I'll be hitting y'all. I'll be hitting you up, man.
Shout out to my MC Willie Ways. What's good? Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do a song for you too, man. I'm gonna chat about it once I'll be able to contact you somehow.
You got Twitter?
Channel, man.
You got Twitter?
Yeah, I got Instagram and the Facebook.
I'm on. Okay, hit me up on Instagram DM. If you can make a track, dog, I'll play it. If it's nice, I ain't gonna hold you. You know me, I'm straightforward. If it's trash, dog, I'm gonna tell you that.
I'm the nicest rapper you know. I'm the nicest rapper you know.
All right, Willie Ways.
All right, G.
All right, dog, appreciate you. Willie Ways from Aussie. He ain't from Aussie, but he in Australia. He said, man, they need to be in there squabbling.
Yeah, they squabbling out there now. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to hear that, man. We don't want to hear Dak Prescott done hauled off on CeeDee Lamb. Oh, God. But he does have a tendency. I'll go back and watch. Watching it live, the analyst sky is gone for the most part. Like, I have to have a little bit of it because I got to go talk to y'all in the halftime and post game. I'm in straight fan mode. I'm jumping up and down, hooping, hollering, screaming, yelling, let's go, getting mad. Like, it's just, I'm all over the place. So it's tough to really see in between these plays the mannerisms, right? Until they show them on the replays. So when I go back and watch, we'll see. Because you can see on them all 22 sometimes. And all this. And I'm just like, bro, what? grow up. Grow up. But I don't know how many times that happened in this game. I just know on the sideline he said, jump ball forward, jump ball. I don't got a problem with that, but he does tend to have a little whiny episodes. MC, is it Willie Ways or Willie? Damn, Willie Ways. Yeah. MC Willie Ways. I almost said Willie Mays. The Willie Mays catch. The Say Hey Kid. This guy was around when they created hip. I thought I had my DJ button on here. I ain't got my DJ button on here. I ain't got my DJ button on here. It's all good. Hey, MC Willie Ways, if it ain't starting off like, if it ain't this hot, I don't want nothing to do with it. When you tell me you the best rapper I know, if it ain't that hot, I don't want nothing to do with it, Willie Mays. Los, what's good with you, Los?
Good morning, Sky. First of all, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear, man.
All right, man. Hey, the Cowboys got the dub. Ain't nothing better than that on a Monday, right? I'll just get to my 2 quick points, and I'll leave you be, man. In my opinion, Cowboys have to find a better way to move that ball downfield, and especially when you finish on your opponent's own 30-yard line.
Stop right there. Right. They moved the ball perfectly fine between the 20s, Los. Perfectly fine. They had the problems in the red zone, right?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, they have to find ways to finish right when you're across that 30. There has to be ways to get 7 and not 3, because having Aubrey is a luxury. But however, when your first possession is a 53-yard field goal, I kind of knew this was going to be a struggle to get points. And I don't know what route CD is running, but when your best player is a wide receiver, in my opinion, there's a way to get brackets or eye candy for that QB to throw that way. And sometimes I feel Dak has that thought like, well, this is my best weapon out here. I'm going to throw it that way and force it into a tight window. And that cannot continue throughout the season. In my opinion, Mike has to find ways to get his players involved without this vanilla, soft, tight window ass offense. And you cannot win against teams that are better than you in that way. And that ties into my last.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I mean, do you want you go ahead, get to your last point? I'll talk about both of them. Go ahead, man.
And that ties into my last point. These next 5 weeks, it's going to be a true test for this team, because there are 4 coaches, hell, maybe even 5, who can prepare the team to get ready on the field. And will this offense be able to keep up against the opposing team's best players? And will this defense be able to tread water without a pass rush and, keeping that bend don't break? And I'll tell you right now, guys, if we lose to Lions, 49ers back-to-back, I expect a call from Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones to call someone, because there's no damn way they're looking at this team and seeing we do not need help on either offensive side or defensive side. And that's just my
What makes you think they'll make a call? And call who?
Shoot, anybody. I mean, you saw if they're desperate, they'll do it, but that's only when they're desperate. But, I mean, if they make that call –
who are they calling? What are you talking about? Defense, offense, what player? Like, what are we talking about, man? Because if there was a time to be desperate to make a call, it's when you lose your top 2 of your top defensive players and your wide receiver too. And they said, nah, we good. We like our guys. So what make you think they go all of a sudden change their tune and go bring in some big name?
I'll tell you what will make their change their mind, that 3 or 5 record. Shoot, I know they play every year for the playoffs, but if there's no opportunity to get to the playoffs, I think that might change their mind. But that's just my opinion, and it would have to take something drastic like that. But you keep it up. Thank you so much for your time, Sky. You're the best morning show of the Cowboys, in my opinion.
Thank you,
always
brother.
will be.
Thank you, man.
Keep on thriving.
Thanks, Los. Yeah, I say this: if they feel like there's no shot at the playoffs, they damn sure ain't giving up no assets for anybody. I mean, I guess I believe it when I see it. I think if we're talking about, because the last time they got desperate was 6 years ago, 7 seasons ago, and that was in a season where they believed they had a team, right? Like, hey, we were a wide receiver away is how they felt, and they weren't necessarily wrong. Zeke was still peak Zeke. The defense was the best it's been, in a while there. And they obviously needed wide receiver help that they felt like it helped push them over the top, and it obviously helped. They're not one. I don't believe they're one player away right now. I feel like they're not going to make anything and do anything drastic. They may sign somebody off the practice squad. They may bring in a free agent that's not a big name or maybe a washed up big name, but I don't see anything desperate happening, brother. Yeah, not this year. I'd be shocked. Let me say that. Especially who they gonna call? I don't know. If they not calling nobody when Cooks is down for 4 weeks, Mike is down for 3 weeks or whatever, and D-Law out for 2 months, you're going to wait until you're down to 3-5 to make a call as opposed to trying to stay afloat? I don't know, bro. I'll be shocked. Cam Cowboy, what's up?
Brother Scott.
What's going on with you?
Brother Scott, what's going on, man? Hey, I told you on Friday, look, as long as we enter adulthood, we might be okay. And they stepped out there. They said, "Look, we're gonna have to go in the back and handle this shit like men." Or part of my language, we're gonna have to go in the back and handle this like men. And look, it was an ugly fight. Like, yeah, we came out with a loss too, a black eye. But when we walked back into where we need to walk into, they wasn't with us.
But you should see the other guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as pertains to the brother that was just speaking to you, man, hey, look, man, just like my dad told me, just like I tell my kids, man, we all we got. We ain't got no help. We got to help each other. So he expected somebody to come along and help us out.
Bro,
but
they went out there and signed KJ Henry when they lost their top 2 defensive ends. I ain't got no faith in them going out there and getting a real player like that. No, sir, Bobski. We going like you said, we all we got. We all we need.
we all we got. We all we need. And the best look, the best part about it is like I said on Friday. I was unsubscribed, just like any relationship. You go through highs and lows, but you still have to buy into to who you with. And that's my team. And today, man, I'm ecstatic. I ain't going to dwell on Dak's interceptions. He been did that before. We've seen it before, but on the other times he ain't come out on top.
Right.
Last night we won.
Yeah.
What else do we want?
That's facts.
Can't have it both ways.
That's facts. If you're gonna make the mistakes, then you gotta save and I love how Jesse called it save Metropolis. If you're gonna put Metropolis in danger, then you need to save Metropolis. And he went out there and did it. And again, based off of the first 4 to first 5 weeks, that's not the game he'd been playing anyway. He only had one legitimate interception going into this game anyway. He didn't put the ball in harm's way, so I don't feel like this is just going to be who he is. It's not. He's more about what you saw in between that and at the end of the game. So now, if it happens, 2, 3, 4 games in a row, then we have a conversation. But I don't believe that's going to happen at all.
Right. Two last things, and I'm gonna let you have it. One, look, Dak the brother ain't got no choice. We gotta try to press action a little bit. I don't necessarily think that he needed to make some of those throws he made, but it is what it is.
The Tolbert one, he didn't have to do that, man.
Right, exactly. And for second, the good part about this now is, look, we can breathe a sigh of relief. We know that this is going to take this season going to be a little bit different. So just enjoy it today, man. We can only do this thing one day at one game at a time.
Yeah, you said kind of in a different way what I said. Like my outlook on the season is morphed a bit, and you saying it's going to be different. It is. It's a different type of season for the Cowboys, and I guess it's about perspective, right? I know a lot of people are out. There are Cowboy fans that root against the Cowboys. To me, those are foul weather fans, and then they show up against the dub, or they just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Don't like those type of fans. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, if you're a fan of this team of football, you're a real fan. Not saying you're a fake fan, just an actual fan, not kind of just an observer. How do you not feel good winning that way? Not saying that you're winning the Super Bowl, bro, but like in that moment, that touchdown happens. The next day, you're going to work. You feel good, man. Like,
right,
you get 17 of these and to win that way, that feels good.
Exactly. Especially when they said we weren't going to win, not a chance. Come on, man.
Yeah. And it's so funny because I was talking about how, like, the Giants game didn't move me at all to me because obviously I think I expected to win both games. Not predicted, but I said the Cowboys should win them. But the Giants game was much more of a situation where you're like, all right, man, just this is not, it's not obviously not looking good. There's a lot of things they have to work on type situation. Came down to the wire, but it was totally different, right? It was totally different than this week where it was a walk-off victory, down bunch of your players, lost 2 more players in Steel City with top defense, backs against the wall. Come on, man. That feels good, man. That feels good.
Y'all smash that like button for my brother Sky, man. I appreciate you, Sky.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I think the feelings for me are different. The feelings are just different. Going into this one, I felt like they were favored, and as they should be. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I get it. I get why they were being favored on the road. You don't have these guys out there, backs against the wall, then you lose 2 more players that go down. And you go out there and win like that. Psh, yeah, I feel good. We'll turn the page probably tomorrow, but it ain't tomorrow yet. All right, Magic City. What's up, brother?
What up, my brother?
What's going on?
Hey, man, you called, you picked the right score. Hey, I'm just, I'm happy. Good win. You gotta win. You gotta win the bloody games, too. You know, everything ain't gonna be cute. You know what I'm saying? So, they're on the right track. I'm not gonna get on here, like you say, the Fairweather fans complaining. That defense, I'm proud of that defense, man. That defense getting better and better.
Definitely proud.
Like, when Michael come back, Michael play linebacker a lot too, man. Just think you put Michael at linebacker.
I don't think he's going to do it, but I think that's where he can make the most plays in this, specifically for what they're asking him to do on the line of scrimmage.
I know. Man, I wish you was his cuz. You like, cuz, you should be playing linebacker. They can blitz you. You gonna get more sacks, man. You gonna get interceptions. Come on, brother.
Well,
Don't
maybe
play DN. Let them other boys beat themselves up at DN. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see something real quick.
Now, them D tackles, they not playing out of their way now. They playing the right way. And that's going to hurt a lot of teams. And I'm proud I'm glad. Never put 25 back in the game. 27 be balling, man. And you got Bland is coming back. Ooh.
Yeah, that's something to keep an eye out. They can activate his 21-day window starting Monday, meaning he's not on the active roster, but he can practice. Now I have 3 weeks to decide when to activate him. I still expect it to be after the bye week, so probably another extra week, and then you get the bye week, and then possibly come back against the San Francisco 49ers.
That's better. And I'm going to tell you, and to all the Cowboys fans, we're going to score 30 points. Y'all, I'm saying you're going to be shocked. They're going to score 30 on Detroit. I'm telling y'all right now. Watch what I tell you. It's like you say, Steele. Once they get that red zone settled, they're going to be killing teams.
That's the one, yeah.
And I know Stephen A. stupid himself, his Pittsburgh team looking stupid. I bet he like, they still going to make excuses, but I'm glad Dak, he had a game like that. That number 9, I told y'all, they got dangerous receiver. Number 9, you send that boy in them deep routes, it's going to really open up for 87, 88. 88 got to realize, if you send number 9 on them 9 routes,
send him up.
He's going to get more touch.
You send him up the seam and, and run some more of those digs underneath and different type of concepts. That you can open up things, man. That's what a lot of these like Shanahan type offenses do. They're just doing a clear out and sending somebody up underneath on a dig as opposed to these hooks and these slants. And maybe then you combine it. You hit them with a post corner or something, right? And you get an even bigger play. But that was a huge play.
Like you said, Steve. Like you said, 80, you could do the slant with him because he's big and strong. Everybody else,
and you can do it with Brooks too. And they did it with Brooks, and I thought he got a first down. But
83 and 80, them slants. 80 could go deep too, but on that bum when he threw number 1. No, that should have been number 9. If that would have been number 9 that he was sending deep, that would have been 6. He would have ran by.
On what play?
He would have ran by that dude. You know what I'm saying?
On what
so that's what they got.
Yeah, I feel you.
When he threw that interception. But I'm excited. All the Cowboy fans, all the haters is mad that we won again. And we doing like the other teams do when they be Kansas City. We doing the same thing in Kansas City. That's how you win. Because pretty soon, number 4 going to score on 30 and 40. Watch what I tell you. And then they're going to say, guess what the excuse going to be still? They ain't playing nobody.
I mean, at this point, you definitely playing somebody. I don't know what they talking about. I mean, these next I don't know 5 or 6 games, whatever it is, you playing somebody. So if anybody's saying that's nonsense, I didn't think the Steelers team was a bad team. Was it a juggernaut? No. I thought that it was an above average team, a very good defense with a below average offense. So I thought it was going to be a tough game because they have a good defense on the road and you're down some players. So and that's what it was. You came out with the dub.
Still, look what you said. Hey, I watched the Giants game. I was happy the Giants beat Seattle. I was like, but I'm telling y'all something. The Giants defense is good for real. That number 97, he was killing Seattle in the middle yesterday. It was so frustrating.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence, man.
Okay. Hey, but we on our way, y'all. I'm excited. Number 4, you just got to clean up a little stuff. I ain't worried about number 4 because there's going to be some haters hating on him. Hey, he had a Romo game. Remember Romo threw them 5 interceptions and they still won? Hey, that's good. Hey, you said it. Patrick McHolmes.
Hey, man.
It's like that this year. Thank you.
Hey, I'm sitting here watching. I appreciate, my bad. Duke did the dirty work for me. I was going to go back and watch it. Duke teed up every significant head-to-head pass pro rep of Steele versus Watt. Like I said, man, grade is 65, not the 5. Hey, look, for TJ Watt, shit. Woo. I mean, I'm sitting here watching these. TJ Watt's a goddamn problem. And if that's what you, yeah, man, I'm just looking at this. I take this all day and tomorrow. Hold the hell up.
And then number 60 problem, y'all.
Oh.
He leaned too much. If he sit back, the boy could be a beast.
Let's watch him.
He got,
yeah, go ahead.
He got to practice. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm about to pull up the reps that
Yeah, number 60 guy. I know everybody bad at him, but he's still young. And his problem, he leaned too much. If he just sit back and don't panic, he's big enough they can't get around. He'd be leaning too much.
Now the music
That's why he be messing up. Yeah. But I'm excited still. So all the haters, the fake Cowboy fans, go over there to Philly and cheer them on. Go cheer Redskins on. But watch what happens. We're gonna be beating a lot of teams, y'all. So one game at a time.
One game at a time. Hey, appreciate you, Marv. Let's take a look at some of these snaps real quick, man, from Terrence Steele. Salute. Appreciate you, big dog. Are we back? Hey, we back, man. We back. We got the music back. Yeah, shouts out to who was this Duke, man. Duke did the dirty work for us, man. Duke did the dirty work for us. Look, this is TJ Watt we talk about. I'm uncomfortable watching him one-on-one with him this much, but let's run it back and just watch here, man. TJ Watt's a problem, but yeah, these are the snaps. And we're watching Terrence Steele right here. I mean, this is the one I said, this is not on T Steele to me. This isn't on Terrence. Peep game. First of all, I don't like the float. I don't like Dak floating here to the right. I'd rather Dak stay firm here in the pocket. And if he steps up, he makes him run the hump. Terrence can push him out, run the hump. I mean, there's space and opportunity up here. You floating out here, you just making it worse and then not getting rid of the ball. I ain't putting that on Terrence. Now, the other ones, yeah, Terrence is getting his ass whooped. But, I mean, look, man, I'm living and surviving on that. I'm living and surviving. Survive. Don't get shocked by TJ Watt. Okay, he got a little, he got some help right there. That secondary move. That's the one we showed. I don't care if you got to hook him. But here's the thing. He slipped and then he realized it and gets his hands up out of there. Look, man, hold on, because the way y'all was talking about Cuzzo, that screen one though was pretty bad. Man, hook his ass. I don't give a damn. Don't let him win this. Here we go. Hey, shit. You're gonna have to fight, man. This dude is a problem. Okay, that's one right there we don't like. Hold on, let's run this back. Let me see. Oh, that's not the one. That's not the one. The next one. Is he 1-on-1? Okay. 1-on-1. We gotta get rid of this ball. Out. It gotta come out. Yeah, he got you. Yeah, I take that too, man. Like the thing with Watt, he's so relentless. He went like Terrence wins the initial rep, but then 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You gotta get rid of that thing. Can y'all see this, by the way? I mean, make sure I ain't tripping. Hold on. Watch it. Yeah, y'all can see this. I bet. Appreciate you, Duke, for getting these reps, man. Man, that's a strong mother push Terrence. Hey, we take it though, boy. We take this thing. Don't get shot by TJ Watt. That's a dub. That's a dub right there. That was a tutty. This touchdown does not happen. Hold on. Where's it at? That's not the one we're talking about. This touchdown. Okay, we got a mini chip. He ain't really chipping. He just got in the way. I take it though. Hey, man. Hey, man. Cuzzo might have got whooped on about 3 plays, but y'all owe this man an apology. Everybody in my damn DMs and notifications. Game-winning touchdown right here. Don't let TJ Watt ruin it. Hey, man. Hey, man. Stop playing with Cuzzo, dog. You know, he might just be first cuz again after that. I didn't get a chance to go back and watch every snap, but come on, man. Y'all watched him. Y'all still feel as bad as y'all feel? That's TJ Watt we talking about. What I just watched? Shit. You ain't going up against TJ Watt every week now. Hold on, let me quote tweet this. AZ said, my bad, cuz. My bad, cuz. We knew this was going to be a fight. You just had to survive. You couldn't get shocked by TJ Watt. Oh, Willie T, they all in my my mentions and during the game. You know how it is. This is why I don't like tweeting. I gotta stop tweeting during the games, man. You know, you lose a rep and oh man, trade Terrence Steele and Dak Prescott sucks and yada 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 after one play or whatever. But you gotta grade the 65, not the 5. Cuzzo was cool, man. DC said, I apologize. I was one of them. To be honest, I don't feel bad after what I watched. I feel great. I didn't get a chance to go back and watch. So I'm first time watching with y'all. The only drive that I focused on him was the game-winning drive when I put it together. I want to have some fun to open the show. But watching all these one-on-ones, and I hate him being one-on-one with him, you should be encouraged. And I said this maybe last week or a couple weeks. I said, look, I know it hasn't been a Pro Bowl start or whatever, but remember how Terrence started last year. He looks better this year. Coming off the injury, he definitely looks better this year. Now, we often talk about Guyton going through a gauntlet. Bro, going through the same damn gauntlet with these rushers. So just don't die out there. And he did more than just don't die. He gave you a shot there. Y'all better my cousin apology. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's get to these super chats. I swore I was about to go watch the tape and be like, close my eyes, but oh man, they wide open. All right, lots of supers. Appreciate y'all. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Aaron dropped 5.
Super chat.
He said anytime 80 was on the field, it was a run tail. They need to let Zeke go. Good to see Ford pull through after self-inflicted adversity. Yeah, Ryan Flournoy, 10 snaps in this game. It's so funny. Me and Jesse was like, hey, what if it's Flournoy who catches this game winner? He came in at the end of the game. Then they called timeout, banged that timeout, and he came back out. Tolbert, I believe, was in there. But 10 snaps. So he'll slowly but surely work his way up. But that's why I say we got to be cautious, right? In our expectations of Ryan Flournoy in the first game. It's just not simple as plug him in there on the road in a raucous environment, Pittsburgh defense. Yeah, he's just going to go in there and go off. There's a trust factor that's got to be built, especially when you're on the road right there. So they're clearly working him in slowly. Roll hit dropped 10. Appreciate you.
Super chat.
Said Cowboys came with the Wu-Tang. Oh, my bad, roll hit. I got you, though. I got you, roll hit. I got you, man. We're going to do that on the way out. Adrian dropped 5.
Super chat.
He said, I don't want to hear anything about 4. I watched Purdy Rodgers lose these teams a game. 4 battled his ass off. Facts. Look, there's going to be games where it's ugly for your Q, but can you pull it out at the end? Rodgers, ugly game. Had a chance to pull it out at the end. Throws the game, losing interception. So, yeah, good point there, AD. G-Dub dropped 5.
Super chat.
A lot of Dak's picks came from forcing the ball to CD. He's trying to eliminate them. Well, if we're talking about last night, it was 1. And I said this right going into the thing. I'm not a fan of just spamming CD Lamb without a purpose to it, right? Like if there's no creativity behind it and we just trying to force that thing, like you said, to CD Lamb, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I would love to hear what he said about it. I didn't get a chance to listen to Dak. Like, what was his thinking on that play? Did he think it was offsides? Was it a miscommunication? Whatever. But the other interception was just him trying to be too much of a hero. I understood you was going to have to be Superman a little bit, but don't let it overcome common sense. And that was just unnecessary to take the deep shot right there, man. Trayvon dropped 2.
Super chat.
Got to give Smith some love for sliding out the left tackle. Yeah, given that he hadn't played out there in a long time, and going up against a good Steelers defense, he had a couple plays, where they got him, but he held it down enough. And on that deep pass play to Tolbert, it doesn't happen unless your tackles play well right there. And they played more than well. You got a dirt by T still, and you got Tyler Smith. You can see the difference, man. The difference between Guyton and Tyler, that man get his hands on you, it's over. You better have a secondary move because it's over. And I think that's it. We're going to refresh right here. We did. Woo! What a stream here, Cowboys Nation. We in super duper overtime. Appreciate y'all for sticking with me through this whole thing. All about 700 of y'all. It was good stuff. I didn't expect to have this much energy this late into the thing, but again, it was an exciting victory. Last week, it was a boring victory. Keep it a bean. That's why I say it didn't move me one way or the other. I wasn't down on the game. I wasn't hyped because of the game. Hey, man, handle business. Went out there and beat a team you were favored to win. It was boring. Sometimes you got to win boring. This was ugly and exciting, and it's hard for me to contain that excitement, man. It's hard for me to contain that excitement. But we will turn that page. Tomorrow we'll take a look at some of the positive things that I saw from this offense and from a schematic standpoint on the film when we break down the tape. All right, Tape Tuesday. I definitely saw he's hearing the noise. You hear not Zimmer, but Clarence Hill asking the questions, and you see like, all right, man, yeah. Bullying works. That don't mean bullying. Not advocating bullying. But clearly, there was an entirely different purpose in how he came out in this game, man. And hopefully we can build on top of that. So, look, if I'm going to get on him and say this is what I want to see, when I see it, I have to acknowledge we synced it. So hopefully this thing continues to build. We're going to look at some plays I want them to continue to build on. And at some point, once you figure the red zone thing out, you'll score 3 touchdowns in a goddamn game. We 5 weeks in, we ain't scored 3 touchdowns in the game yet. on offense. But the red zone, I think, is the next step. The next step, man. T. Jack said, no sleep. Boy, listen. That damn delay. Yo, what did y'all do for the delay? What did y'all do for the delay? Because y'all know how I feel. Me and Jesse don't like night games. I can't stand night. I never liked them even when I was younger, but I definitely can't stand them as I'm getting older. And now as I have to be out on location, I hate them. But you mean to tell me we're not starting for another hour and a half? Oh, man. That hurt my soul. We streaming till 1 o'clock in the damn morning. I don't get home to 1:30 or so. Damn near close to 2. And the problem with me, man, win or lose, when I come home, I usually run back certain parts of the game on the broadcast. So I gotta be quiet, man. My son, he sleep. Running back most of the game, cutting up on Twitter. Oh, snap. It's 3-something, 4 o'clock. I better get some sleep. Next thing you know, alarms going off. Got to take the son to daycare, and I'm putting together the show for y'all. So definitely on E. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me on E. But the work doesn't stop. We're going to watch this film and put together tomorrow's show, and I'll be back. Bayou said he ate some Wingstop and rolled up. Ate up. Joined you right there. Watch basketball. Nelson said he just hung out. I'm on the West Coast, so it wasn't a big deal to you on the West Coast. A lot of people were hitting me up. Hey, I'm on the West Coast. It's cool. JV said, did I text my cuz during the game? Nah, but he probably heard me. He got the word that he wasn't invited to the cookout the other week, He got the word. I had to bring him a paper plate. A leftover paper plate. Himothy said he rolled up too. God, hey. I don't got it like that no more, Himothy. Boy, I ain't got it like that no more, bro. We in overtime. I mean, peel the curtain back a little bit. The L for L in me is gone. If you don't know what that means, cool. We not finna explain it. So don't hit me up talking about, hey, you trying to go L's? What? What my man said, I got shit to do. I can't do the L's no more, bro. No, sir. DC Harder said he was rolling up. All right. Jay said, get your Z's. I don't know how, bro. I'm not good at taking naps. I got work to do. I like to do the work. The Z's ain't coming till later. Shouts out to you, Special K. He said, best morning show on the planet. Oh, my wife said you were watching the game. I was knocked out, didn't even realize it. Oh, yeah. I know you. I kept it, I just kept it down, Turn it down a little bit. I said, what is it? IG, we'll call you that, Sarah. Content creators bring it no matter what. Sativa? Is that T, bro? Twyman, is that T? Not familiar if it's T. Nah, T-Dub, we good. We straight over here. It's just I ain't got in me no more, bro. Fogg said I took a long L walk at kickoff. G said he a nap master. I can't nap. I don't know what it is. And you would think with a newborn, get these naps and they tell you, hey, when he sleep, you sleep. That's a damn lie. No, you don't. It's impossible. You gotta do some things. You gotta clean up the crib or get some work done or just chill. You can't sleep. I suck at naps, bro. Stone Cold said all the Sunday games should be Stone Cold. Hold on, man. We just Stone Cold. Hey, Stone Cold G, you comment more often, you get your own drop. All the Sunday games should be bumped up an hour to prevent late games like last night. Well, brother, that was kind of unprecedented. Not unprecedented. I mean, shouldn't use that term. That doesn't happen often, right? An hour and a half delay. That was a pretty bad weather delay. Jay said, I better hop in the Lazarus pit. Look, I told y'all this yesterday on Twitter. If my eyes start looking like I partaked in the festivities on the walk, I did not. I'm just literally, they hurt. That's all. Bro, what is that? Y'all gonna make fun of me? What is that, bro? Y'all gonna make me? Hold on, we looking this up. What is it? Oh, it's a type of. Bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. That's the thing. Hey, INC, I don't go to no dispensaries. I don't have what these kids got now, I don't got these gizmos and gadgets. We're gonna keep pulling this curtain back, but we're gonna get up out of here if I get in trouble. Hit up my guy. You. Yeah. Bet. I'm not doing that. I don't need nothing else. I don't need to go to none of that. I'm good. Thank you, Byron. Thank you. I didn't know it. I don't know the names. I don't need none of that. Just give me some good. If I had, I definitely am showing my age. A vape pen, yeah. If this was Patreon, I'll tell you the story anyway. So there was a guy I was recommended. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, so-and-so said back. Man sent me a menu. And the menu was like, I thought it was food. This what y'all doing now? I don't need the special names and I got the pumpkin spice up your life. Nah, man, I don't. What is any of this? I don't need none of that special stuff, dog. I'm gonna have a conversation with y'all one day behind the scenes. Man sent me a menu. You the feds? Want me to download the app and all that? Nah, you the feds, dog. I'm gonna get up out of here. God, I don't want no menu with this food. Is this gas? Which one is it? They press this button, man. Y'all knowing too much.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Stone Cold G got a pen. I don't need no pen, man. I don't want no pen. I need to feel it. Let me stop. Let me just chill out. CT, they ain't got the. I ain't that old, but I damn sure don't want no Fruity Pebbles sticky icky. Get up out of here with that. Love y'all. We out of here. Peace. I'll be crazy with the names, man. I got that Schnauzleberry bubblegum chronic OG. Like, what?